Hey everyone, it's the next day. I want to show you guys some of the things that we picked up yesterday. This is two separate piles. One is just from some of the individual vendors. Shout out Gav's Grabs, shout out CNY Vintage, shout out Boom Babies for hooking it up on some deals on stuff. And then this was that buy that I was talking about earlier on in the week from the previous video that I wasn't able to close on it, but I was able to sift through and pull some stuff to the side. They brought the pile to the market. This was probably around maybe like $400 spent here, and this is probably also another $400. This is like $402 here. So I'm gonna first dig through this bag, and then we'll come back and run through this. And there's some really great stuff in here. Lots of just really good vintage essentials. The people that I got this from always have like killer true vintage stuff, really good graphic tees and things like that. And I know there's a good amount of knits in here. There's some denim in here, so let's dive into that. First up is just like this 80s knit polo button up. Yeah, some good vintage 550 Levi's in black. So in this bag, there's lots of jeans, and on the stack, there's some jeans. Pretty much all the jeans I was really trying to source are 32 and smaller, just because that's the size we really struggle to keep stock. Whereas like 34 and up, we have stacks and stacks in the back, as you guys have seen. Some good flares. These are what is it called? Mud jeans. Some good flare pants. A good lightweight green cardigan. This nice blue, like mechanic style Wrangler jacket. Probably say it's like 80s, good small size. Cute knitted striped top. This cool thrashed hoodie. This one I'd probably date. I wouldn't say this one's too old based off of the zipper. It doesn't have a tag to it, but I'd probably say it's like 90s regardless. Just one of those types of really thrashed pieces and still very good wearable condition. This was cool. It's a jacket that like they would wear working in a freezer, like stocking at like a grocery store, like a gas station. It's like very nicely insulated, but lightweight at the same time. It's got some marks on the back or some holes in the back that I'm gonna do a repair job on, but nice cool piece, good color. Like a 80s, 90 collared, lightweight knit. This one's cool, it has a spot on it, so I'm probably gonna dye it, but the Dryden Dairy Day, I always like to pick up local stuff. Next up, we have these are Levi's, these like gray Levi cords. I don't think it has a tag, but I would date these as 80s. When I saw this one when I was searching, I was like, okay, well, I have to have this, so whatever they want, they can have. And I think I paid $30 for it, so it's super fair. This, I'm pretty sure it's like a bowling shirt. I'm not 100% sure, but this Ithaca 600, I feel like this has something to do with bowling. I know like if you bowl a 300, it's like a perfect game if you hit all strikes. So I don't know if that's something to do with it, but what is that? That says Alan on the back, and on the front it says Pat. I don't know about that, or I guess her first name's Pat, last name Alan. It has like a little pocket in the front, but yeah, like an old, I would say 80s Ithaca piece. Of course I had to snag that. Really nice World Series Brave Champion crew neck. This one also has some light spots on it, but it could pass potentially not being dyed because the spots are kind of blended in with the graphic, whereas everywhere else is pretty clean for being a vintage white crew neck. This one's what year? 1995. So yeah, we try not to take in too many sports teams that aren't really close, like obviously in New York or like Massachusetts or Pennsylvania or Connecticut or New Jersey. It's just a good retro graphic to it. I got it for a good price. We'll put it out for a good price. Just a good blank. We are buying vintage blanks, so if you have some, feel free to swing by the store. So I pronounce these Jordache. I think yesterday I heard they're pronounced Jordache or something like that, but good like 90s, straight leg, denim, small size. I love the color of this knit. It's like yellow and brown and gray, good like long sleeves, good crop to the bottom. It's still like really scrunchy at the bottom. It's not like stretched out, so good like slender size. Good color for the spring. It's also like a lighter weight, but it's not like thin. This pink knitted vest or sleeveless top. This one's nice. It's not really chunky, but it is thick. This green 90s cardigan. It's nice like gray and blue, heathered, like speckled, knitted top with a little pocket. It's cute. So yeah, this pile is definitely a lot of essentials. Some of this like more extravagant like graphic stuff, but the other pile definitely has more of that kind of stuff in it. Pittsburgh Pirates, vintage. What year is this one? 1991. This one had some spots on it. I got it for a good price also. Finger Lakes basketball. I had to get it because it said Finger Lakes on it. Probably will also get dyed. Just another good vintage blank t-shirt. We're also buying vintage blank tees, so if you got those. So this is like a cardigan that I really like, again with the high button, so you can really keep yourself warm if you want, or have it undone. But nice gray color. I like the blue Lacoste alligator logo. This one, this like really wide and boxy floral crew neck, just like the nice neon colors to it. I really hope this fits me. I'm gonna be trying this on after the video, but this Polo Ralph Lauren rugby with the PRL crest on the chest. It's more modern, but I like it a lot. More denim, more of that Jordache, smaller waist size. Small waist Dickies that have some nice distressing and fade to them. These ones were a bigger size I took in. They're Levi's. What size are these? These are 90s Levi's. They're 36, 34. But we like our black denim. It does really well for us. Oh, I need to send them more money. This was at the bottom of the bag, and I didn't see it and actually blended in. We didn't talk price on this, but this 1990, this is probably one of the coolest tees in the whole bunch, or the coolest pieces. 1994 USA World Cup Energizer Bunny graphic tee. This one's really tough, so I'm gonna shoot them a text right after this and see what they want for that. So it's probably gonna end up being more than 402 bucks, but that's all here. So let's move on to the other stack of the more miscellaneous stuff. From Gav's Grabs, he had a bunch of over-dyed Levi's in smaller sizes. So I picked up these. Oh, also so yeah, there's like, I think 5 pairs of these over-dyed Levi's, which I like the color on them. And there's these Levi corduroys that are smaller size as well. Really nice condition. So this was the score of the market. This is also from Gav's Grabs. He had a killer price on it. So this is the one piece that I picked up at the beginning of the market. I was like, this has to come with me. So this Jeff Hamilton Miller Genuine Draft, like NASCAR style jacket. It's got the crazy stripes on the sleeves. It's got the Ford chest hit. It's just like super flashy, but also like subtle at the same time. I don't know. Like I would assume like a lot of the racing jackets have all like the other brands and a lot of other colors and stuff going on with them. But this one is just absolutely gorgeous. I love this thing. So this is definitely a wall piece for us. This will probably be available this coming week in the store. This good 90s like surf wear, surf style tee. Of course, had to pick up a few animal tees. This one says, join us, enjoy us, protect us. It has what looks like a heron on it, deer, owls, other birds, weasel, ducks, raccoons, like riding a bike and stuff too. Really cool, really cute. This one's sick. It is made in Italy. It's a cool, nice, soft crew neck, but it has a bunch of vintage cars on the front. Something you don't see every day, so I want to snag that. Just a nice faded 80s Canada crew neck with the colored embroidery. This, of course, I had to grab. I paid up a little bit on this, but this butterfly moth double-sided t-shirt. And what I like about it too is actually 2 separate graphics. So on this one you see there's like an actual like moth on it. There's this big yellow butterfly on that side, and then on this side it's got, I forgot the name of that butterfly. What's the really common orange one? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I like that it's double-sided. I like that it's colorful. It's got 2 different graphics on each side, so that was a nice one. And for being a white tee, it's in great condition. This one is super sick, and it says, I rock and roll. Chevrolet Camaro t-shirt. It's like an 80s, super thin and soft. The backside it says, want to have some fun. Vests have been doing really well for us. I'm trying to grab some unique vests. We got this nice kind of like Aztec, like Arizona style pattern to it. I saw this, and for 15 bucks, I was not negotiating. I was very willing to pay the 15 bucks. Oh, that's the person I bought from. Shout out to Germs and Worms, Ben. He has always great stuff, but this Ithaca native t-shirt, I can't rock this because I'm not a native, but my son could rock this when he's 16. But yeah, super cool. That'll be for sale. I won't keep it for my son. This Ithaca High School, I'm assuming Ithaca High School based off the colors, Ithaca soccer like reverse weaved style sweatshirt. It's a sand knit for anyone that's curious on that, but super heavyweight, super soft and oversized. It's got the double-sided hit to it too, so that's really cool. And I like that it doesn't have like someone's name or number on it. Of course, I had to snag this as well. Lake George tee. This one is a 80s. We've been slowly grabbing more soccer stuff that we really like. So we got this Umbro polo shirt. Another vest, 25 bucks, didn't negotiate on this, especially because it's double-sided. Typically, you'll see like the front will have a design, the back will just be black or something like that, but double-sided, beautiful floral pattern. Also another must, when you find an animal piece that specifically says New York on it, I actually like that it's like just two colors, just the black and the brown. It's a little different, I like that. This one is super sick. This 1960s Champion, like fleece quarter zip crew neck, Falcons written on the back. It's got a number 20 on the sleeve, but this thing is just absolutely stunning. My favorite piece was that NASCAR jacket. This is probably my second favorite piece that we picked up, that we definitely paid up for. Shout out to Boom Babies Vintage again, with this absolutely crazy designed and colored knitted sweater. This was, I saw that and my jaw almost dropped. Good Harley. I like the flames and the design on the front, and I like there's nothing on the back. So it's just like a generic Harley tee. It's not like Harley Florida or Harley Georgia or something. This double-sided Orca shirt, super cool. It's a good little, just like basic tee. This No Fear, big hit on the back. I think it says equip your mind. Yeah, equip your mind. Super. So I got to the end of showing you everything, but the video ran out of storage. Luckily, we got through most of it, so I'm gonna show you the last few pieces real quick. Next is this, what does it say? I believe it says, largest world celebration in history, year 2000. I really hope that polo rugby fits me. I already have a polo rugby, but I'm down to have two, but hopefully this fits me as well. I'm gonna try this on, this polo, just spell out 90s. It's a little big, but it might be big in the sense of just right before it's too big, so we'll see. Next is this Van Heusen like knit that's smaller, more fitted style, which I really like. I like the colors on it. It's got a small hole on the sleeve that'll be easy to fix. Another polo piece, Polo USA, just nice crew neck. You saw a couple of those spell out t-shirts that Gavin brought us last time to the store, so I had to grab these, I love them. I'm busy, you're ugly, have a nice day. Next is this 90s JCPenney striped pocket tee. It's black and white, can't go wrong. It's very soft, nice size, proportion still. It's not like shrunken down or anything. Next is this like Stussy double-sided mesh jersey t-shirts. And then last but not least, we have this super dope New York Giants crazy graphic crew neck. Had to grab that, paid up for this one. This one will still be available for a good price. And typically my thought process is when getting a lot of this stuff is like, obviously we're paying up for it because these vendors know what they have. So we pay up for all these types of items, and we don't make as much profit on them. So we're not gonna like double the price that we got them for. We're gonna try to still get you guys good deals on everything. If I didn't mention it before, this hat is from Goons World. I love it. It was only 20 bucks. They came and mended yesterday from Syracuse, I believe. They're either a skate shop or they're associated with a skate shop, one of the two, but like, I like the hat a lot. Reminds me of Super Smash Bros, or not Super Smash Bros, Super Mario with like the spike ball things, but it's like the little handle thing with like the chain and ball with the little spikes on it. I like it, but yeah, thanks to everyone again that came through, whether you vended, whether you participated, whether you shouted us out, whether you follow Evergreen Social Ithaca on Instagram. Be sure you do that because we're having more markets in the works. We're gonna have other events, not just markets, that we will be sharing more about in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, it was a great time. I'm excited for more in the future. Happy Friday, it's Friday. This whole week has been a blur at post-market. It's like literally, I blink and it's the next day. But do you have any final thoughts from the market?
No, I said my piece.
Yeah.
It was good.
I'm
excited to do more.
Yeah, we're excited for the South Hill one because it's be less stress on our end. It should be a great time, great space, so we're happy for that. This week's been slow and busy at the same time. Slow revenue-wise. A lot of people are doing their finals prep. People are getting ready to move. Like, it's that transitional time of the year. But Gavin has been here on Wednesday and Thursday doing crazy amounts of buys. We're getting tons of Carhartt, leather jackets, other tees, jerseys. Like, people are coming and trying to clear out their closet before they leave. But luckily today for Friday, it's been pretty consistent. We've had a few early sales. People have been coming in pretty early on in the day. The 12 to 6 time frame, It's slowly picking up, right? I mean, like, it's not like every single day from 5 to 6 been totally dead. You get
because
better
this
few
is
sales.
the first like true week that we're doing it, right?
Well, last week too, but it was just the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right. So like I don't really count that much, especially since we had the 2 big events going on, so it's hard to say what our true traffic was like that week.
Yeah.
Where I mean, it's not like it's people are busting in the doors at 4 o'clock and staying till 6.
No, yeah, but this will be our first Saturday open till 5. So I'll be sure tomorrow when we get in to like push that out right away on the story and like highlight some pieces and get people excited for that.
Because I think this might be the first time that you've seen this rack.
It might be the case, yeah. So this is typically our Saturday rack. We've had so much crazy stuff come in lately that we decided to roll it out here on Friday, and we highlighted it yesterday, Thursday, to tell people what we had. And we've already sold some pieces. We got just like, if you're on the IG, you've already got a glance at some of this stuff, but it's really good stuff. Good leather. It's good like moto leather biker jacket, only $80. Like Gavin priced that. He priced it for the low. I said, Gavin, the Lord and Savior, blessing everybody as usual. But just some really good, unique stuff. Someone's pulling up right now. But yeah, we're happy. I like this Remington hoodie. It's nice, good weight to it. But yeah, so much cool stuff's coming in. We're trying to move it. We only have so much in buy cash today, so we're gonna be pushing mostly trades and store credit. Now the focus is, we got most of those bins upstairs. I want to finish cleaning up that back room, get stuff up there, kind of get that situated. I want to take those down. We're gonna move them over here. We're gonna take out those 2 photos and place them there instead, and one of each tee, place them there, and then put some more of the high-end stuff. But you guys haven't seen this yet. We did the 2-tier. So right now we got the other Cornell and IC stuff up there, just to highlight for anyone that wants to snag it before they leave for the break. So now we're just trying to stay busy, keep things organized. We've been talking a bunch already today about things we want to start working towards and planning literally every single week. Literally every single week we are constantly critiquing ourselves. Pretty much every day. We're constantly critiquing ourselves, constantly thinking what we could do better, constantly thinking how we can provide more value for you guys, the types of items you want, things we don't want to hold for certain drops anymore and just make them constantly available. So we're always staying busy. How you doing?
You're talking about doing a lot of buys.
Yeah, exactly. As we just had mentioned about all people coming to do buys, but this person actually is not a student. They live here and they had some good stuff for us. We just did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piece buy for $70. So I want everyone to keep as much money in their pocket as possible, to make as much money as possible when it comes to them selling their stuff. So with that being said, if you're trying to maximize the dollar amount that you want for your items, I highly recommend you list it on eBay or you list it on some online platform, because that's how you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. Now the thing is, that's gonna take substantially longer. You have to learn how to use the platform. You have to learn how to use keywords. You have to then ship the item, hope the person doesn't scam you, hope the person doesn't file a claim or want to return it to you. So there's lots of other factors to it, obviously. That's why some people do come and sell to us, because it's just no hassle. You can leave with cash in your hand and just be able to move on from those items. But right now, because we have so much we're taking in, and we want to be in the position to always be able to buy from you guys and always offer you the ability to leave with cash, like we value being able to provide that service to you guys and to our community. We're slightly lower on items right now because we know we're not going to sell as much. We know we're going into summer where things are going to be sitting a little bit. So because of that, we're dropping our price we're paying per piece. We're much pickier, but I probably grabbed half of the stack that she had, and she had some really great stuff. So let's take a gander. First is this Drummers, what was it, Legendary? Oh, Famous Drummers tee. Oh, Gavin's got us covered. First is this Famous Drummers tee. It's like a mid-2000s t-shirt. It's got a good little fade to it, but that one's cool. I like that a lot. Who's in the middle? Who's got the most clout? Mark, Mickey, Hart, and Bill, I don't even want to try. Good AOP forest tee with all the frogs too. I just realized that too. I kind of was like, I feel like I've seen so many of these. I've seen some that have multiple animals on them, like waterfalls and stuff. The fact this is all like different types of leaf frogs, those are cool.
What'd you call them? Leaf frogs?
Leaf frogs? I don't know. I saw leaves, I saw frogs.
Fair.
So that's okay to mine. I'm also half asleep, so okay. I feel so, like on Monday, I literally was like actually sat down and watched TV in the middle of the day, which is like unheard of. I was
That
so
never
tired.
happens.
Yeah, I did it for 20 minutes, and then that's all that happened. Good Harley, good flames, clean back, nice fade to it. Good little NASCAR tee. Was it Kyle Petty?
Yep.
Size large, good size. This is tough. I'm glad we got this. It's probably my favorite piece out of the whole bunch. This knitted horses vest. Obviously more of a fall piece. I don't think we'll really put this out now. This would be a good time when it gets a little bit cooler, but absolutely gorgeous piece. And then this crazy abstract knitted sweater. Now, we prioritize sweaters that have the cuffs on the bottom. Dang, back so soon. We prioritize the ones that have the cuffs on the bottom. This one's more like a straight fit, so it's a little more boxy. And the sleeves are about the same length, kind of shorter than the end of it, so it's gonna fit more like a t-shirt versus like a crew neck style. So that brings the price down in our mind when we go to pay for stuff. But still like black and white, so it's like a timeless color. It's not like purple and green and magenta and all these different types of things. So good little $70 spend. I'm happy with all these things. Hopefully they sell quickly. So I'm upstairs right now. I got everything that's in the 2-tier room pulled out of there. All that's left in there is the 2 tiers and a folding table for just handling stuff that's coming and going. But now the focus is to get this place situated, and this is how it's looking right now. So these are all dead bulbs that I'm just waiting to schedule an appointment to drop off to the waste because they're a hazardous material, so you can't just throw them in the trash. Some like Tommy and some Nautica like preppy stuff that we'll probably be dropping and putting out in the store very soon. More Hog Pasha button-ups. This one's cool. I'm guessing this is like a Cornell issued one or something. It says Ivy Classics, and just like the coloring on it, I would assume it's a Cornell one. So I don't know if this is like a Cornell, like they had it at the Cornell store decades ago. And my guess is probably like an 80s button-up. But here's some of the leftover crew necks from the market. We are buying some of the blanks that come in store, as we are gonna make more of these and potentially do different designs in the future. So if you didn't get one, you can get one on June 7th, the next market. Otherwise, stay tuned for more in store. But this is what's going on over here. This is all like some of the higher end stuff, some of this, the things that are floating around. But I don't like the shelves there because you can see from downstairs. I want to keep that kind of open, so I'm gonna line the shelves around the perimeter here, figure out how I'm gonna situate all this. These are all the leftover bins that we have, and these are all the bins of like the button-ups and flannels. Well, those are Carhartt pants, but button-ups and flannels. I'm thinking I want to take all of them out and on the shelves lay some cardboard down and then have them organized by size so we can pull from them as needed and also see like the styles and colors that we have of each one. And that way it stays top of mind, they're not hiding in a bin, and we can come and pull from them as needed up here very easily. So this is now the priority. Downstairs looking pretty good. I'm looking for a couch for the break room up there. So if you're a Cornell or IC student that needs to get rid of a couch, looking for preferably leather or pleather, not a futon style couch. So if you have one, send us a DM, we'll give you store credit in exchange. But want to start building out that room. I have a not hard scheduled photo shoot for next week with one of our regular customers to highlight some like springtime fits. We're just waiting to figure out like a concrete schedule, especially based on the rain, because there's gonna be a good amount of rain next week. Not like a lot every single day, but like consistent rain on and off all week. So that sucks, but we need it, so that's fine. But it looks like next Saturday we shouldn't have rain, so that'll be happening. Maybe I'll get some behind the scenes of that. The goal is to do much more modeling content, put together fits, put together inspiration for styles based on the season, based on people's body types, based on like what we curate here especially. So that is what we want to work on. Stop highlighting individual pieces, but highlight the whole aesthetic. But yeah, this is how everything's looking right now. It's 2:41, and it's funny. The first like hour the store was open, we tied what we did all day yesterday. It just goes to show how much like traffic picks up in general on Fridays, even though Wednesday and Thursday were substantially slower, which isn't surprising because last Tuesday we had the IC pop-up and then Saturday was the market. So like, you know, lots of people that are here locally have already done their clothes buying for the foreseeable future, but luckily it's picked up today. Looks like we have some people that are, I think, visiting, they mentioned, like they're from out of town. I think they said they drove an hour away, so that's cool always to hear. And I'm really excited to get this up here done and just be more streamlined, because Gavin and I were talking about the different things we want to do and how we want to curate and how we want to drop things and how we want to make things move faster, because we have the ability to take in so much stuff. It's like literally we'll bring $300-400 in the store for buy money, and it's like gone by the end of the day, because people bring us so much great stuff, even though every week we're trying to get pickier, and it's like we're trying to just make sure we're only taking the best of the best, but more of the best keeps coming in. As soon as this is situated, we should be able to have so much more breathing room and really hone in on creating a vibe, creating aesthetic, showing people these timeless pieces, helping people create timeless outfits and timeless wardrobes so they can be happy and not shop here regularly. That is one of the things that I really have pushed since the beginning of the store. Is I love our customers that come here all the time. They come on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. I really appreciate you guys. Gavin really appreciates you guys, obviously. Even if you don't come in to shop, you just come in to chat. We appreciate that, but we don't want it to be a thing where you have to come and constantly feel like you need to get new clothes up your wardrobe. We want you to find that pair of jeans you'll love, or 2 pairs of jeans you'll love. We want you to find that crew neck you'll love, you know, a good belt, some good t-shirts, some good button-ups, and be able to just constantly plug and play different things and create just so many different outfits and not feel like you have to constantly update your wardrobe. Maybe every season, you know, you want to get a new button-up, or every summer you want to get a new pair of shorts and stuff like that. Obviously, you know, that happens, but I don't want it to seem like we want to be following the trends, like, oh, look what's hot now, you got to get this new item that everyone's wearing. We want people to find what they love, be able to wear it for years and years and years. That's been the mission since day one, and that will continue to be as we constantly get better. So back to organizing. I don't believe we've shown this in a video, but Gavin brought this in the other day. Absolutely crazy. I believe it's one of those like those clubs, like the Rotary Club type thing. It's not the Rotary Club, but it's like something similar where people can kind of get together and all that. So this is like a piece of Ithaca history. It's absolutely bonkers. Happy to have this in the collection. I need to add it to the Ithaca stack, which is somewhere under that pile. This is what it is. It's the FOE. I'm not sure what it stands for, but it's like that local club. It's right behind Wegmans. This also came in at the same time that other jacket came in. So this one, cool, not as cool. I love that it says Ithaca on it, but still happy to have it. If you or someone you know has vintage Ithaca, Trumansburg, Newfield, anything like that, even if it's memorabilia, it doesn't need to necessarily be clothes, we're definitely down to check it out in store, preferably bringing it in on a Saturday, but you can bring it in any day of the week that we're open as well. So always interested in taking that stuff in and building to our archive. $257. This is how it is now on a Friday afternoon. I only imagine it's going to pick up. So it feels like it doesn't look crazy different, but I'm sweating, sliding all this stuff around and trying to figure out where it's going to go. These are all bins from Home Depot, but they all have different insides, or well, different like bases, and so they don't all stack the same. Some stack a little wonky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably just keep these, and also these tops. They have 2 different types of tops. So these are perforated, it's got a lip, and these are like, they're perforated but they're closer together, so it's more like flat, where these have a bigger groove in them. So I'm hoping, I mean, it would make sense that these are about the same height, so I'm guessing those tops goes to those bins. I'm just gonna double check and make sure those work, then I'll probably sell the rest of these. I have so many of these clear bins, and these are kind of flimsier. I like those more, even though they're not as big, you can't put as much in them. So I might sell like half of those off, just to sell them for like 50% off. They're still, none of them are broken or anything, they're all great, so just to get them out of here and recoup a little bit of money. But those 2 bins are button-ups, that bin is button-ups, this stack is button-ups, and as you just saw, these are all button-ups in here. So I'm gonna, for the next 30 minutes or so, try to get all of this stuff sorted on here. I'm gonna use these tops of those clear bins for now, and just like get tape and label them here, small, medium, large, and probably move all this stuff onto this rack so I can use this one for the flannels, because these actually aren't all button-ups. There's some that are flannels, so I do want to separate the two and see if they'll all fit on there, but at the same time do one more sift through and see if there's some that aren't up to par that I'm willing to part ways with. Old school homie Sasha goes to ESF, right?
Yup, SUNY ESF.
SUNY ESF. He's back for the summertime. Before I show this, I gotta show this man. Whenever we say we don't get enough of something or we want more of something, what happens?
It comes in.
It comes in.
You just have to mention it and it shows up.
So yesterday, you guys didn't see, yesterday we took in 3 Carhartts, one of them in Detroit. Today, Sasha brought us another Carhartt and we paid him out handsomely for it. It's a beauty, good size, and yeah, we are now drowning in Carhartts in the summertime, thanks to Sasha. But it's like stuff like this we can never pass on, of course. If we're gonna pay up on one thing, it's Carhartt, so.
Yeah.
Gracias, senor.
Hey, nada. It's dope, but you know, original tag, year right on there. That's what's cool about these old ones too, is they literally say, you know, 07, 05.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know where it's from, you know when you got it.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. So, who's ready to buy some Carhartts in the summertime?
Not me.
Not you?
No, I
You
got
don't wanna-
mine. I'm good. I
Okay.
have one. It's stocked away.
Yeah, you got your Santa Fe.
Deep in the closet.
Yeah. So, if you have Carhartts,
Bring them in.
I guess we'll pay for them. I guess we'll give you money. All right. We'll just stay poor, and Gavin and I will keep eating ramen for dinner every night, just so you guys can stay with your pockets
Not
full.
like good ramen either. Cup of noodles.
Yeah, we're just gonna have like 3 Carhartts on each and be eating our ramen noodles. And we'll be sweating,
There's
but
a
we'll be the
content
drippiest. Yeah, there we go. We'll post that on Instagram for you guys. This is where we're currently at. I quickly sifted through them. Those are the small, medium, larges, XL, 2XL. And then I believe all 4 of these bins are flannels, so I'm not sure if I actually want to put them on here. We're just leaving them there for now anyways, because we're probably not really gonna be putting out many flannels due to it being warmer in general, so it doesn't really make sense to take them out for right now, but I might do one more sift and try to get it down to 3, because like even just looking at this right here, like this is a nice insulated Dickies, we had it for 30 bucks. So with this Quiltline flannel, these do decent for us, but this red plaid does not sell. Like red in general is the color we probably sell the least, and then red plaid really is a hard push for us. But like, I like this color, it's a good color. This one, so-so. This is really heavy actually. It's nice, more like a toned down look. This one, it's like a 90s style, super heavyweight. Is it wool? Only 20% wool, 20%. It's got a whole bunch of different materials in it, but there's that one. This one, I would probably consider this a button up. It's actually kind of thin, but like these kind of more bland LL Bean flannel lined. I don't know if you would call this a button up then, or like a work shirt or what, but it's flannel lined. We would still categorize it with the flannels. But like this kind of stuff, we don't really ask a whole lot on. Like in general, it's like, unless it's like a true vintage one in a really good colorway, it's harder of a sell. I don't think a lot of younger people, at least that shop with us, wear flannels like that. But, oh, and then I still have this bin of button-ups I need to tackle, but that's where I'm gonna end it today because I got too much stuff to do still before I get home. So that's priority. It's Friday night. Just want to chill and get a good night's sleep, and then hopefully have a nice steady day Saturday. Today's been really great in store. It's 3:50 right now, so we still got 2 more hours being open, and it's been super consistent. So it's kind of making up for how slow Wednesday and Thursday were, and lots of new faces today for sure. But we'll call it there, and then we'll pick up tomorrow and show you guys all the action that typically happens on a Saturday. So should be a good time. It's Saturday. Just walked in and I saw this pile. I was like, okay, he must have picked the stuff we already had in the back to restock Saturday with. I haven't seen none of this stuff. Good Braves piece. This one.
Yeah, the snap-on's crazy.
That one is sick. The ringer too. I feel like I've maybe seen that jersey tag once. I'm guessing it's an 80s. Jersey's by Russell too. That's new information to me. Browns one. This one's clean.
Yeah. I like that it doesn't have their logo on it. It's just the colors.
You snagged that Buffalo piece from yesterday?
Of course. It's got like a couple like very faint
Oh, yeah.
spots,
I mean, it's
but
nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah, for a white
and back
piece.
too, it's sick.
I remember that one. A good little striped summer tee, the polo. Hell yeah. All right, cool. I want to, all right. So,
So things.
we didn't talk about it. Yes. Oh, no, we did talk. Oh, no. No, we talked about how you said we never get Detroit's and all of a sudden they come to us like, you know, like
No,
rain.
we showed them for sure. Because Sasha was in the video.
But no, so we showed that, but we didn't talk about how I said we should keep dropping the Carhartts, and then now you finally come around. So, especially with the rain, it's supposed to rain even more tomorrow. I think because it's Saturday, people are going to be busy. We're putting out Carhartt jackets. We're not.
I definitely want to prioritize like sweatshirts, jackets on the rainy day because people are thinking of layers, not base layers.
Yeah, and plus it's like how fast they're coming. How many did we take in? We've taken in four
in the last 3 days. Like regularly, maybe like one a week. But
yeah, it's not at four is above average for sure. But
as everyone's cleaning out their closets and it gets to be 70 degrees outside, people are going to think about purging those items.
And since we do pay up for them, I'm down to. All right, real quick, because I do want to start like getting the content going. I got mad content ideas for today too. So, oh shit, did I bring my camera today? Ooh, we've had one of these before, but not as a. Was it a sweatshirt? I don't think so, but that's.
It was a tee.
Yeah, nice. Bruh, were these mostly trades?
Yeah.
Dang, that one's actually pretty sick. Almost like a moto jacket style.
Craziest piece.
Is it reversible?
No.
Oh, that would have been sick. They fucked up. They need to partner up with Supreme.
They need that
They need to partner up with Supreme on that.
and just like good.
Yeah, like midweight. All right.
Cornell Dairy Barn.
Well, that one's kind of cool.
Cow jumping over the moon.
I actually like that a lot. I thought it was going to be like just a generic, like one of the modern ones that are super boring, but that's cool. All right, so
Cool things.
we already got a few cars chilling outside waiting. So are you ready to get the doors open and we'll start just hitting the ground running?
Absolutely.
All right. This is the current status of everything going on. It's been steady. This is the busiest it's been so far today, but like ever since we opened, it's been moving and we've been selling a little bit of everything, so it's been really nice. 208, been open for 2 hours now. Today is the first Saturday that we're open from 12 to 5 instead of 11 to 4.
Yes.
Which I think will have a positive feedback. I think no matter what, like every single Saturday, people would try to come in at like 3:50, or not every, but like a lot of times they try to come in and they think we're still open, but now we're open 12 to 5, so people can actually come in and shop a little bit later on the weekends, which I think will have a positive impact on revenue. We're trying to pump out the content. We're restocking as much as we can. It's like literally we pulled maybe like 30 to 40 pieces out from back here, and it's still starting to overflow. We're starting a pile of just the buys from today so far, and we've had 4 individual buys. It's this cord button up, this gorgeous bomber sheepskin leather jacket, so soft, this super sick vintage Nike windbreaker. It's like we don't typically take the single layered ones that are so thin and flimsy. This one has a little bit like a second layer on the inside. And then this, we don't take a lot of modern stuff, but this is a really quality hoodie, and it's a 2022 Coachella, which is like if I were to grab a sweatshirt that speaks to Ithaca, this is it right here. It's like very colorful, very like, you know, trippy, like crunchy style. It's even got a back to it, which adds a nice little touch. So 4 pickups so far today, which is surprising. I would have assumed we would have a lot more people come in. I think we've had like 2 other people come in that we didn't buy from, but everyone else we came in, we picked up 1 thing from them. So we'll see how it goes. We're not even halfway yet, but steady Saturday for sure. Even with the rain, even with like being kind of gloomy and stuff. So we moved the tees over here, which I really like. Gavin had this great idea. Originally, I was thinking having them higher up, but I like this being a little bit lower and more in your face, especially if you go to return something. And then we stocked up the high tier rack over there. That jacket and then that jacket, and also that jacket came from the archive, so those are up for grabs now if people want them. We'll see how long it takes, if they move actually at all. We're keeping busy. Typically, this is how Saturdays go. It's like Wednesdays and Thursdays are so-so, and then Saturdays are always the peak for sure. It is currently 3:51. It's slowed down a good bit from the initial rush. Gavin's in the process of doing a buy. But we just had a quick little meeting with our buddy Zach from Slow Hill Sew Shop, who's literally right on the other side of the building, Slow Hill Sew Shop. And he does not just alterations, but a lot of like custom work, and he does like natural dyes and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
What else like am I missing that you do?
Anything and everything sewing related, from like drapes to clothes, suits, whatever you need. Yeah, right around the corner. So
Yeah, anything you need with your clothing have issues, you need to see him.
Yeah.
But we currently are in the works with partnering on something that we're very excited to drop very soon that I think you guys will love. So stay tuned for that, but no teasers just yet. We'll let you guys know like a few days before we announce it everywhere else. But yeah, looking forward to that for sure. Okay, it is officially 4:01. So I'll be curious to see if people have known and heard that we're open now the hour later. We mentioned it on the story so that people can hopefully see that and maybe like, oh, okay, I will try to make it in that last hour. But I'm expecting, no matter what, it'll be slower until eventually it picks up more.
Yeah, but you got to think now, like say on 2 Saturdays ago when we were open only till 4, right now it would be getting very busy.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm curious to see how it all evens out.
But we just did a 3-person buy. They were all friends or acquaintances, family members, I don't know. But they all came in together, and they each had different stuff to sell to us. And so we thought we were going to have well, I at least thought we were going to have way more buys. It would be like hammered all day long, people come to sell us their stuff. But like Gavin was saying, seems like most of it has just happened early on in the week, which that's fine too, since we have more time for that anyways early on in the week. So this is what we picked up. So the first one, I'm going to try to show you slowly. So this was, again, I mentioned it earlier. We like this stuff. We would typically pay up more, but we know it's going to be getting into the slower months of summer. People aren't buying clothes. They're going on vacation, going out to restaurants. So we paid $29 for these 4 pieces. We prefaced it beforehand, and we tell them we've done a lot of buying. We're still willing to offer you cash, and we're like, we understand if you don't want to take this offer. So that way we're not just like, oh, $3, take it or leave it.
We set the precedent when they walk in the door, so they have an expectation at the end of it. They don't hear the final number and are like, whoa, what the hell? It's
Yeah, exactly. Curb their expectation from the beginning.
Yeah, we're willing to take a chance and look at everything, and then have them expect that it's going to be lower than what it usually would be.
Yeah. So with that being said, these are gas. These like black denim. Yeah, it's like a beautiful black denim Dickies, which typically I feel like I only see the canvas Carpenters or the blue denim. Yeah, exactly. But this is like a gorgeous dead stock pair. So, and a good size, 34, 32. These 2 Pendletons. This is a Pendleton button up. It's a more modern one, and this is an older Pendleton flannel, which is a great, like, more subdued colorway. I offered him $3 for this, $6 for this. Now, if we weren't drowning in button-ups, I'd be much higher. It'd be at least like triple that, and then for flannel, maybe like double that. But we were at $9 for both of them, and he was cool with that. And then just this flannel-lined Carhartt. It's a woman's cut, so it's got like the side rib stitching here to kind of like contour it inwards a little bit. But yeah, so we gave him $29 for the 4 of these pieces, and he was cool with that. Next up, I'm gonna skip this one. Next up, we have these 2 graphic tees. This one is it's a sick rainforest, Costa Rica t-shirt, but it's hard to tell in the video, but it has orange, you can kind of see it there, orange staining all throughout. So I offered her $5 on this just because we're gonna have to dye it. If it wasn't staying, closer to like 12 or 15. And then it's just this cool Lake Tahoe tee, 80s. Actually, now okay, I thought I just felt a hole in the backside. Luckily, no hole. But cool, Lake Tahoe, popular destination place on the West Coast. So we were at 13 for the 2 of those. And then the one piece where I prefaced it for like 2 minutes before I gave her the number. I was like, it's sick, I like it, it's a good cut, all that.
You talked yourself up.
Well, I was letting her know, like, I see all these things about it, and it's, trying to be transparent. But I told her, like, it's not brown, which the brown stuff is better for us. We have a lot of these sitting on the rack, and they kind of don't move. And I said, do you have a number you'd be happy with? They said they don't have a number. Yeah, whatever. I said $40. They said cool. So it's this gorgeous, I don't know what kind of leather this is. I feel like the one we had earlier was sheep skin. Yeah. And that was a lot softer. This is a little more firm. I don't know if it's lamb skin.
It could just be just a genuine leather.
I feel like it's got to be something different. Just the way it feels and looks, and definitely was treated too. It's very nice. But I like the cut on it. It's like a more slendered, not like a typical just like throw on. It's a little more biker-esque, but not too much. Old Talon zipper. Here's the tag. But yeah, I mean, this is an absolutely gorgeous leather jacket. Probably out of all the ones, we probably have like We might have like 7 black leather jackets on the rack right now, but this is probably top 2 out of all those that we have available over there. But we also have another 7 in the back room. So it's like, we're not hurting on leather. So I think 40 for considering our circumstance, 40 was a fair price on this. So 29, 40, 13 bucks. I'm happy with these items versus just the typical stuff we see in store. So,
Yeah.
so it's cool. These are dope. This is a prime example of us not always taking in. Yeah, exactly. If it's the saying, if it's cool, it's cool. So look at these crazy, like they have like the military pants like pocket with the clasp down. They got like different abstract, or not abstract, what's what I'm looking for? What's it when it's not symmetrical? Adjacent? Asymmetrical, that's the word I'm looking for. Asymmetrical like cargo pockets. They got the pockets down here and like just the extra stitching and detailing on the bottom of them. Here's the back side. It's a good little clean look. It's a smaller size, 29 by 29. And these are, drum roll please, Old Navy. So the 99% of the stuff people bring us that's Old Navy, we do pass on, but this is a prime example of something that we would always take in because they're super sick, super cool, like very on trend with like the somewhat baggy cargo style pants, and comes with a belt. Boom. It's so many pluses with these. So I'm gonna take a photo of these for the gram. People know what's good, and we'll see what the traffic looks like at the end of the day. 4:19, and we got some folks in here. There's Sasha again from earlier. He is a fiend in here all the time, but he's good people, so we're cool with that. All right, it's the next day. Yesterday, I forgot to record an outro for the video, so here's the outro. If you made it this far, thank you. Please leave a like if you haven't already. I just wanted to share this one review. We haven't been really pushing and asking for a lot of reviews lately, but I wanted to share this one review we got yesterday from one of you guys that came and shopped with us. Thank you, Lauren, for leaving the review. It really does mean a lot because after, weeks of planning for the markets, just like trying to keep the store running, managing the cash flow, managing future plans, trying to bring more traffic into the store, trying to, still grow and have this business be as successful as it possibly can. You guys are what we do it all for. We love selling to you guys. There's a reason why we don't sell online and we like to sell in person specifically, just because we enjoy the interactions. We enjoy getting to provide our community with the best possible clothing we can get our hands on. So thanks again if you got this far in the video. We will see you in the next one. We're trying to keep them pumped out regularly and keep the content flowing, so see you soon.